Metropolis. Jimmy Olsen has the best seat in the house as he witnesses Clark Kent, Superman, Doomsday, and Super Lex all in the same place at the same time. Doomsday strikes at Luthor, giving Superman a chance to charge directly at his new foe. Meanwhile, Mr. Oz watches the event unfold behind the scene. Uptown, Lois and her boy can see through the broadcast that a new villain is attacking Luthor and Superman. Lois is concerned. She has seen this creature before. John sees a civilian that looks just like her father. Everything is just too confusing for Lois, and she breaks down in tears. Back at the center of the brawl, Superman fights with all of his might. This isn't a cyborg or a hologram. It smells, it fights, and it growls just like the Doomsday that ended the Man of Steel. But this creature is faster and more vicious than the one he once fought. Superman is losing. But suddenly, Lex Luthor gets between the dog and his bone. Luthor came to the aid of the Man of Steel. This gives Superman another chance. He tackles Doomsday and brings the fight to outer space, where no more collateral damage can be caused. But Doomsday stops him in midair. The two falls towards Earth while exchanging titanic blows at one another. Collateral damage is unavoidable as Superman gets flung straight into a newscopter. A train holding innocent bystanders gets derailed and hurled towards the pavement, but Superman saves the day. His hands are tied, so it's time for Luthor to test his mettle. He converges upon the creature, giving everything he's got, which allows his new comrade to save the train. The passengers safely escaped the damaged train, but Superman took too long away from what's important. With his apocalyptic armor ripped, Luthor is beaten. Superman won't make it in time, but Mr. Oz isn't giving up hope. Mr. Oz waits for Superman's next move, because this will determine what this mysterious man will do next. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Comic Island. My name is Joey, and thank you so much for watching my review and recap of Action Comics issue 958. This issue, much like last issue, came running out of the barn. These last two issues have been a non-stop action-packed ride. Last issue, we got the first meet between Luthor and old Superman, plus an awesome brawl, but this issue, we got them teaming up against a much more deadlier foe. Luthor doesn't know what a Doomsday is, but Superman sure as hell does. This is the guy that killed Superman in his previous world, but this version of Doomsday is more vicious, faster, and smarter. And as we can see from this last panel, Luthor is learning this the hard way. At its core, this issue gave me two wonderful scenes. First, we got the rematch of the century between Doomsday and Superman. Superman is a lot more wiser than when he last fought Doomsday, and even Doomsday is depicted as being faster, more savage, and he shows a bit of intelligence. Second, we got a rare occurrence where we see Luthor coming to the aid of Superman. That brings a tear to my eye, but we got two unanswered questions that keeps me at the edge of my seat screaming for more. First mystery is of this hooded man who I assume is Mr. Oz. His intention and purpose is still a huge mystery, so I hope his reveal is well worth it. The second mystery is of this powerless Clark Kent who got sent to this chaos as a reporter, but is actually doing very little reporting. He doesn't show any powers at all as well. Jimmy is screaming to him to go help the heroes as Superman, but Clark said he did it all to survive, and that it's not him, it was never him. This better not be a clone with implanted memory. DC, you are better than this. Please don't bring us a clone. So, let's discuss the ending scene before we close this video up. Luthor is about to get crushed, but we know the odds of him getting hospitalized is slim to none now. So, let's assume that Superman saves the day and Luthor escapes. He can't get outclassed by someone he sees as a phony. But if history repeats itself, then this Superman run will be cut very short. But I highly doubt that this Superman will be leaving anytime soon. The only one thing I'm disappointed in is the fact that this Doomsday is used as a plot development to move the story further. He isn't the big bad boss, but just a warm-up boss. So yeah, I would like to see Doomsday get beat up, but I ain't holding my breath. And we all know that Superman will leave unscathed because last issue places this event in continuity by showing us Clark shaving his beard. That means that this battle with Doomsday takes place before the events of Justice League Rebirth and in his own self-titled series. So the biggest question is, will we get more details on Mr. Oz's purpose? What do you think? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching my review of Action Comics issue 958. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time in another Comic Island video.